Going on? Channel Underrated Dark is yours truly. The number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. Put it down for a long time. Man, be accountable now. Let's do it after this intro.
What y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit. Check this out. Perfect.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior. I say for me, I've been passed over my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm going to prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people are going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my channel again. Let me read this out. Let's read this out. I'm glad everybody's doing okay. I was saying to myself, I might not do a panel discussion, but it's going to be the panel discussion, just men, period. Men, period. All right, so let me read this all. Come enjoy a real conversation with the number one grinder. Us as the righteous ones individually, let's make a change within ourselves and generally being there for each other. We all we got. Man and women, we all we got, especially men tonight. We all we got, but it could be general, but we don't stick to men. We all we got. We knocked this off. Shout out to Go Professor. Shout out to I love to talk. Thank you. Oh, my brother. The other Ray. 1SP. Yep. Let me go. I thought I cut this off. Okay, I did cut. Okay, let me hit this back. Good. Okay. Now, this is it, y'all. Why some men feel it's all about them. Instead, the rest of the brotherhood, I explain. And like I said before, I was thinking about, I ain't want to do no panel discussion just for men. I really don't feel, because I was going to do a self live Boom, boom. That's it. But I'm going to put it out there to men tonight. If you wants to get on, let me know. I'm going to put my email out. You hit me through email, and I'd be more than happy to put you on the panel. But I'm just saying this. Make sure we stick to the topic. Again, let's stick to the topic. That's what I want. If I feel not getting it, I'm going to ask you to leave. We're going to stick to the topic tonight. All right? And it goes for the future videos and lives I'm doing. Stick to the topic. All right? We're going to read again. Why some men feel it's all about them instead of the rest of the brotherhood. I explain. All right? Again, I will let you know that I'm like towards it or never know. But like I let you know, if anybody that wants to if I decided that I want to have men on the panel, that's gonna be my calling. But I'll let you know. You know, oh, what's up, sweetie joy? That's it, men. I want men to come to the panel tonight. If I choose to have you on the panel, all right. Now, why I chose this? Because there are certain disrespect of other men or what they stand for. Let me explain why. Some of us as men, we get these abundance, we get these goodness from God, get a nice house, nice job. Now, I'm not saying ain't nothing wrong with it. You work hard, you should be rewarded for it. And we tend to feel, some of them tend to feel that they stick their nose down on them. They look down like other men. Like the other men that are on the level they try and raise up, that's not being successful, that they want the better for themselves and their family. Or for me, live by myself, I want better for me. And throughout these spaces, we see men saying that if you want to talk to me, you need to hit the cash shop. You need to hit this and that. I'm not saying nothing wrong. Hey, listen. Let's put this in perspective first before I continue. I'm a brand. You hear what I'm saying? What I'm doing, it's not easy. Set up, find a picture to put on there. Thumbnail. It's not easy. Think like this. I have to revamp it. Thanks to the person. I have to revamp the title and all like that. It's not easy. And anybody that do content creator, it's not easy. It's not easy. So when a person requires it, if you have it, you should. But the sad thing about it, that some of these men in these spaces, they don't want to involve. They want to involve cliques and tribes. We find out throughout the years, throughout the brotherhood, it's not working. That means that they refused to be among the masses of men that also could bring stuff to the table. And that is a problem. So brother like me or other brothers feel the same way. We feel like there are certain things I don't want to bring. Just like y'all notice I haven't done any man's talks or I haven't done any mukbangs. What I should. Why I should put myself out there that some of your brothers some of your men don't appreciate it. And I'm not saying you could come everyone. Not saying that. But I see y'all want to stick in your own clique. Stick in your own tribe. And you feel this is necessary to move along the brotherhood. So that means that that means you are disrespecting the other men's existence. So you letting abundance, money, all the necessities that you get got in your head, and any narrative that you have, you want to keep among yourselves. That's the way that we should move it in the brotherhood. Especially black men. So what, the brother don't have a degree? So what, he not making 6 figures? So what, he don't have all the opportunities that you have? It doesn't mean that he's not successful, because he is. See, some brothers get more opportunities than some. And I know that hear this talk, you need to put yourself out there. You need to pull up your own bootstrap. You need to create something. Well, brother, I am very, very proud of you that when you have opportunities, you took advantage of it. But understand this. It wasn't for God and people that you stick your nose down, that put you on, you wouldn't be there. Then you got some brothers older than me. They don't want to go in the masses of the brotherhood and help whatever they need. Now that people gonna say, oh, they're gonna ask me for money. Well, if they need financial, they need help. If they need spiritual, counsel, they need help. If they need any cultural help, they need help. Or any resource, they need help. But the sad thing about it, we want to pick and choose. I ain't helping that, but that might be screwing me. How do you know that you didn't try? I helped quite a few people in my lifetime, and a little percentage, they screwed me. But I have to understand the bigger picture. I cannot be selfish. So in this space, we find selfish men. That they feel that men like me and others do not have the message to mobilize and inspire men, family, etc. And some of y'all get so full of yourselves, you figure that your opinion is facts. And let me say that it's not. So that means the word that came to my mind is diverse mindset. That some of us, a lot of us as men, especially black men, that we scared to have, because we do not want to adapt with the time. So I'm saying like this, we're afraid to really update of the times, update the data, update the service, update the surroundings. Nah, we don't want to do that, because that means we got to pour in within ourselves. Come on now. So there are some brothers that are content creators. They feel disrespected. And then some of y'all want to come once in a while, drop a cash out too, drop a super chat. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm happy. What I'm saying is this. Do not preach about brotherhood if you're not willing to reach to the masses. Now, there are some brothers had made mistakes of communication. And they see this, and all of a sudden they want to catch an attitude because you not moving in a certain way. That means communication has to come. Because I'm saying like this: if that man, if his masculinity overrides that one or two mistakes, you have to work with that person. If you're not one a person, I ain't going to see you in a different light. Because brothers do forget, man. We do forget. See, being in a brotherhood, it doesn't mean that you go through things and everything and you want people come to you. You got to learn to reach out. And there are brothers in here are like that. Oh, you should have called me. I ain't know. Well, how do you know that what you going through? Yeah, you going through something. There's no doubt about that. But you don't know what the next brother's going through. You probably see, oh, that brother's doing something because he doing content and stuff. But you don't know. Like me, my brother just went. My second oldest brother in New York went to the hospital. I was talking to my niece last night before I do my boxing on content. But hell with me, right? I could go through a lot of things. But see, I'm not that way because I built for a different. I built a different breed, man. I know I am, and I know there's some brothers that I talk to are different. They are built a different. They're built differently. You don't want to share. You don't want to hit the like button. And shout out to One SP and shout out to Cool Just 87 and others. Gold Professor. I'm gonna get to you in a few seconds, brother. But see, before I get to my brother, Gold Professor, and Big Duke, see DS1 and others. If I didn't mention you, doesn't mean I didn't forget about you. Just no. They are brothers in here. They are blackballed other channels. They are telling them, don't you shouldn't do that. That person and that person don't know what they talk about. They not bring none to the table. Oh, don't go to that. Don't go to that, bro, because his graphics ain't all that. His message not that. Look how he speaks. You know what I'm saying? Or you look at surroundings around him. Now, constructively, before I continue, now if that brother is around drama all the time, yes, make that decision. Make that decision swiftly. Shout out to you, Sister Sheila. I see you in the building. Thank you so much. Make that, yeah, I totally agree with that. But also make that decision that there's a quite few brothers that are very egotistical in a worse way. They are not diverse, as I mentioned in the past. And again, when I finish, if I feel like having men on the panel, I'm saying men on the panel. Men on the panel only. Men on the panel only. If I feel like having men on the panel, I will put my email in the chat. I want men come to the panel. Stick to the topic. Stick to the topic. Now, you got some men in here, they doing it. They doing it. Like, I give you a case in point. I was, I'm talking to Go Professor. I want you to go check out his last live. You should check it out and everything. I'm not gonna really get into it, but y'all go check it out. His brother Go Professor, and he do health. And when you do health and you put in the work, it should be a lot of people in there. And other ones too. Do fitness. Should be a lot of people in there. You got Brother C talk about family and life insurance. Should be a lot of people. Brother Ebos also with his lovely wife talking about family, talking about the sanity of marriage, how to work together. Should be a lot of people. But nah. D. Remney, I ain't see you in the building for a minute. Thanks for coming. When a brother pour out his heart that he facing trauma, that a woman violated him when he was little, and nobody want to speak to, but he breaks the cycle and help others. It should be a lot of people in this chat. When a brother giving his testimony and he helping others, no camera, no audio, but he just doing it and give you the recipe that you can help others to inspire others. It should be a lot of people in it. But the sad thing about it, it's not. Because brothers in there want to pick and choose who they want to be with. Not saying nothing wrong with that. But do not talk about the brotherhood if you're not willing to reach out to the masses of men, especially black men. Stop it. Stop it. LT, oh, thank you. Yo, Chi-Town in the house. Oh, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you take out your busy time and be here. Appreciate that. Much blessings to you and your family. I'm glad you're here because I'm going to talk about Brother Mace. I met Mace Tiger like a year and a half ago. What we have in common, we both born and raised in New York. He's still in New York. I'm in Virginia for 9 years. So we both know the culture of New York. We know the culture of black people, the diversity, the good of it and the bad. And that's my brother. And he was one of the few, when I was approaching 2000, he was pushing people to get to know me. I said, I ain't want to know no brother. You need to get 2000. And he pushed. And I appreciate that. Then other brothers have pushed. So the ones that was there for me for 2000, I appreciate that. But at the same time, wasn't enough. But it's supposed to be a brotherhood, right? To me, it's an accomplishment. On my birthday, June 4th, and plus I reached 2000, I feel that was an accomplishment for myself, but the ones that helped me along too. But us, man, we love drama. We do. We love drama. We like to be around things that talk about people all the time. Then, we talk about women. Women is going to be women. That's their nature. And the ones that don't fit your vision, that are negative, get rid of them. Look at Bill Cosby. He got out yesterday. Congratulations. His wife stuck by them, but you know another person stuck by them? Felice Richard. Because she recognized real. I'm glad you said it, Joy. She recognized real. And she is a black woman, a strong black woman, had been a major contributor to our people going on 50 years. And I love me some Felice Richard. Woo! Well, I gotta get that. Gotta get that. Woo! But she recognized black excellence. And she see black excellence in Bill Cosby. But a lot of us has turned against them, including alphabet people and feminists. And your man had this feminist quality that makes me sick. You need to check your balls or something. Check your masculinity. Like I always say, and I'm keep on saying, my masculinity is not for sale. My masculinity is not for sale. My balls is not for sale. But as we see, these men in these spaces, they sell their masculinity and balls. They talk about the same jazz for a minute, jumping on the women's panel. And the sad thing about it, some of these women accepted it. And the women in here, just some of them, they like to be around where it's hot at. But what about the other brothers that have substance? Huh? Because I was not going to talk about women. But I got to talk about some of y'all. Because y'all make me sick. I did not come in this world to like toxic anyway. So if y'all don't like me, y'all don't like me. I don't care. But also, you got to be accountable too. You cannot say you want a strong black man. But when you get with one, oh, he don't have this. Oh, he don't have that. But he has substance. You guys could build on substance. Oh, he don't look it. He's light skinned. Oh, but he dark skinned. He don't look it. Oh, he look. Oh, he don't make my pee wet. I was supposed to make your pee wet. I was supposed to stimulate your mind. You see? So, brothers, men, we have to understand that there are some women just want us just for sexual, for their sexual appetite. Now, if you're big, I'm saying if you're grown up about it, if you have an understanding, hey, what it is, what it is. Hey, happened to me. So I'm not being a hypocrite. What it is, what it is. Hey, you need to get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need to get it off. That's it. What it is, what it is. But at the end of the day, you respect me, I respect you. But it has to be a time of stare on your own morals and convictions. Men, especially black men, I'm not trying to come out and say that I'm an apostle. I'm not coming out and say I'm a clergyman. I'm not coming out and say that I'm a politician. I'm imperfect like everybody else. I make mistakes like everybody else. I ain't no better than anybody else. But to tell you one thing, I always advocate for our people since my pre-teens and even before that. I'm always going to stand for the brotherhood. I'm always going to fight. Always going to fight for the advocacy for men, especially black men, to be counted. Because time and time again, we are being counted out. And there are some brothers throughout the years, they had eaten, like I said, they had eaten from the devil's table to get ahead while you have your neck on the next black man that trying to fight his way out, even just get a little success. I'm gonna tell you, these men that y'all think it's all about y'all, you're corny. I say it, you corny. Especially the elders and the older OGs. You're corny. Then some of your brothers, the millenniums, you're corny. You feel that you're entitled to everything instead of work hard. And to understand that the ones that set for now I will say this. There are some older elders have not been there for some of y'all. And I agree totally on that. And you need a bomb on them. I totally agreement with that. See, especially us as black men. I'm gonna say it throughout men, but especially black, I want to say it to black men. We are our own demise of our own brotherhood. Let me say it again. We are our own demise of our own brotherhood. We gotta change it. You cannot say the next brother is not on your level. It's not succeeding. No, you can't say that. Yes, some of your brothers can't even reach out of an email. You can't even come to the channel and say, you know what, number one, grinding, good job. Let me invite you to the panel. Tell them what you're doing on your channel and your broader vision. Y'all don't even want to do that. It's all about who you know, what data you have. I thought it's all about our life experience, growing up being a man, especially a black man. I thought it was all about lifting up whatever we could do, just as the men in the past has done. But get back, my brother, go, Professor. He asked a question that do you respect me? Do you respect what I bring to the table? I'm doing like go, Professor, thing, I ain't here, but I see you in the panels, what's up? My message is start revealing to you and stuff like that. One of Or you look at me that I'm nothing or something, that my existence doesn't count or something. It's not his words, my words now, but I use his mannerisms. I want you to understand, though, what I'm talking about. And I know there's some people say that why you saying it that way, the number one grinder. Because I share his sentiment. And I know people going to come out and saying they feel, oh, he frustrated. It's not being frustrated, all about being counted. See, the ones that is up here and you trying to knock us down here, that we are succeeding, but we trying to move up. You trying to use us as a joker, aren't you? But you know what? The joker's wild on you. Checkmate, fools. Y'all need to be on checkmate. So don't come with me with no jive talking. That's the BGs. Great, great sound. You know, Night Fever. Soundtrack, one of the best soundtrack ever. Jive talk. You should hear that talk. You should hear that song. Very true. Jive talking. And then other some of people that made songs like that too, even before that. Jive talking. Trying to pull wool over my head. Thank you, Joy. Very much appreciate it. See, if we want a congregation of people that we want to inspire, you should learn to share. You have to learn to be on point and to network. Not network the ones that you already know. And I'm going to keep on hopping on that too. In the near future, off and on. I'm glad you're here, Brother Nehemiah, because most likely, I think I'm going to have a men's panel. Only men's, period. There's my older brother Nehemiah Ishmael. He knows my existence, just likewise I know him. But some of y'all, y'all know. Because you so caught up of yesteryear instead of today. We could learn from great things yesterday and update it to apply it today. But you don't want to do that because it's going to take work. That means you have to change your mindset and change your life, change your ways and everything, transition to be better men. But y'all don't want to do that. Lot of pump fuel, y'all, a bunch of flippy floppers. One time you're against Biden, one time you're not. Well, sometimes you with Trump, sometimes you're not. Now, let me say this. Now, if you're going about morals and convictions, that's different. I'm all about families, but I'm not. I hate black women, but I don't. Flip flop. Some of y'all do not want specific what stand you want to take. See, I'm a diverse person. There's no ifs and buts about it. Am I a complex person in some ways? Yes, I am. But there's the stand that I would take. I do believe in God. I do believe in God's creation. And I believe that us as a people have been disrespected for centuries. And I know for a fact that we have brought a lot to this world that to this day, this world still don't want to give respect to us. And I'm talking about especially us as black men. We even make our mark as black men when the United States has formed in the 1700s. Now, there's going to people that the Constitution don't read the. Yeah, I agree. But they was there. Now, there's going to be some women. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Straight, good, excellent support. Glad to see you. But I know there's going to be someone. Oh, yeah. Give it to the man. Give it to the black man. Oh, you know what? Yeah. No one granted. I'm going to give it to your feminists. I'm gonna give it to your feminists. I'm gonna give it to the hate ones. Ha. You're not out of this either. Because you play right in the hands of the so-called men. Ha! Thank you, Tracy Richmond. Thank you so much. Thank you for your always support. Back at you. Checkmate. Now, the thing is, what I'm saying, and I can say on behalf of men, and especially brothers, if you're all about brotherhood, be about it. You don't have to like a person, but make sure we have this certain eternal code to be among each other. And we have millions of examples in the past that we can see. Your so-called man, it's your choice. The number one grinder cannot make you. Trust and believe. But if I don't address or continue disrespect of others black men, I'm not a man. I'm not withholding the morals and convictions of a man. And we have to do a better job. Because there are strikes is coming against us, especially us as black men. And there are other men of other races have been slaughtered us for a long time. Also, that has to be addressed. Killing each other, that also has to be addressed. This franchise, another brother, because the brother don't have what you have. That has to be addressed. You don't like a man's tone. That man don't say a certain word that you don't like. He don't say big words that you like. Nah. That'll make him he's a successful black man. It doesn't mean that he served his community in this way. Shoot, I put on my pants like you. I put on my shirt like you. I get in the shower like you. Yeah, you got more money and prestige like me. But you ain't no better than me because at the end of the day, you are a black man. If I could be had, you too. Because if you do not respect the masses is not going to respect you. And you have to answer to that. One way or the other. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my email out. And I'm just asking just men. Just men. Let me know that you email me. And I will send out the link. I got a little time. I don't mind. Here it is. Just men. No ladies. Ladies, you could share this out. Put a like on it. If you want to donate, here it is. The Cash App is $ capital JT 53000 or PayPal.me/ all in caps JT Black 53. Also, brothers, you can too. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right. Any brothers that wants to get on, let me know. That's how it is. And if not, I close it out. That's how it is. And I want you to go check out I did 2 lives yesterday. I want you to check it out. Put some likes on that for me, please. That'd be greatly appreciated. I want to thank everybody that is coming. It greatly appreciated. But we have to make a change. Then if a brother do not know certain things, help him to know it. Maybe you have a different, maybe he see things that are different like that as you do. But long as at the end, if it's, I'm saying the message is the same, so be it. So hold on, fam. Let me see something. You're quite welcome, Joy. You're quite welcome. Well, I'm still gonna be here. I'm gonna give bro a few minutes. Again, there goes my email right there, brothers. Men, I want you to reach out. If you wants to get on, this your chance. Let's talk about it. But I'm not wasting my time. Nah, I got other things to do. So I'm waiting. I did the underrated boxing talk number 33. I did it last night. And I also, on the live before that, I'm talking about positive paths. I want you to check that out. I want you to check those out. And other ones. Put some comments on those, all right? Put some comments on it. No? I'm gonna say this that I'm gonna get like maybe 3 more minutes a day. No brothers ain't coming. I can't wait. Cause I don't want to rest up and stuff, and I probably want to check out certain things too. But we gotta understand that the Biden administration. Now I'm talking about us as black men. They trying to do whatever they can to erase us, and they use the other identities of people to erase us. And we have to be there for the fight. Okay? We have to be there for the fight. Now there's some people that, you know, the stimulus and stuff. We should fight for stimulus. Why not? It's ours. We need resources, black man, to push this brotherhood going, to make sure we take care of our families and whatever necessities that we need, we can. To form programs that could better help the black man and the family. Now, there's gonna be some brothers like you, you let the government in. It's not the point about that. We want to succeed, right? It takes money, it takes finance to succeed, brothers. People say you take a get a guy. There's some brothers got to get a guy, we get money. Yeah. But we do need finances, and we do need places that can help the black man and also the young black boys. And we got to screen good brothers that willing to help our boys. Now people gonna say, "Oh, you just talking." Now, when I'm talking into progress. I'm not jive talking. There's difference. Okay. All right, no problem, brother Nehemiah. I'm gonna see you the email. If you hear me, I'm gonna see you the email. So give me some time. And ladies that y'all want to stay, please stay. I don't have no problems. Y'all stay. And future topics. I don't have y'all come on the panel and talk. I don't have a problem with it. Just participate. Same thing I tell us, man. Stick to the topic. Let me fight this person, okay? Welcome to my channel, the underrated doctors. Yours truly, the #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. Yes, I am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me look for the brother on email. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Send it. Make sure I send it. All right. There goes one. That's my brother right there. See? Any other brother that wants to join, I'll put my email down again. And I want people to see. But sometimes you put the email and the way how the chat moving, you can't sometimes go too further up. You can't reach it. So I'll put it out again. I don't have no problem with it. You see, I go back on my. You see, I went back on my work. I said, I wasn't thinking about doing it, but hey, why not? Things happen. There you go. Bang. Email right there, man. Right there. Yep. I hope everybody day went well. You and your family. Hope you travel safely. Please travel. If you travel in groups, please travel smartly to your destination or house. Because the climate is crazy out there. So I want y'all to be okay. Yeah. Brother said, put up or shut up. Here I am. What's up? Pull up. There it is. Bang, bang, bang. Here you go. Whoop. Hey, the one and only. What's up, older brother? Brother Nehemiah. How you feel, brother?
Hey, peace, Jay. I see you back at it, man. Like you said, it's been a minute since tried to get that unity thing going, getting the brother to show up and represent. And like you say, the topic there. And I'm doing it from my phone, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Because like I told you, I got a little something going on in there.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You clear, you
But
good.
I've heard most of your build in this installment, about perhaps, like you said, it's not an identity problem when brothers don't lock arms in a unity step, meaning, okay, what's the agenda with the brotherhood in terms of unity? If they're doing it, because I heard you mention about how, it might be a money play, it might be an economic play for certain individuals, and it may not look good. I'm not sure if that's what you're saying, that if it looks good or not in terms of, a unity with a group of people that certainly is involved in some identity crisis. That like you said, it needs to be stepped up a little bit. It needs to be elevated from something as simple as, okay, we black men in America or across the world, because I'm sure you've been at it enough time when you got folk from all over the globe, chatting with you. And so, but certainly, like you said, it does take some reflection. It takes some deep inside, like you said, build in this unity thing. It's not just showing up because you're a black man, but showing up and contributing, acknowledging one another's existence, as you say, acknowledging some of their pain, some of their strengths and weaknesses, that whole, build thing that would constitute, like little brother like to say here before you build, but it'll constitute, some healthy, and like you like to say, unhealthy, poor and rich, disabled and able, the whole spectrum of,
Yes.
of what unity would state. Unity means just that. It's everybody included, and then it's included in the fabric of the larger society, even as a minority. You know, if we want to be particular, if we want to be particular, say black, you know, we do want to, like you said, you know, it gets to that point where, you know, folks say that there's a code involved, you know, you got to be on code, this and that. But then, you know, it's like it also gets to that point where what is that code? You know, do you go out there, like you say, you know, kick your brother to the curb, you know, when he's actually sharing something of importance, like you say, when he needs a few dollars, you know, could you hit my ass cash app, that kind of thing, or if you need, you know, whatever the case may be, you know, it does involve some of all of that. You know, you gotta, like you said, that's what unity means. It's like, yeah, man, you gotta support them just like that. You know, if it's economic, if it's spiritual, if it's whatever, whatever, because it is real like that. I know you hear that chicken frying, bro.
Yeah, man, you making me hungry, bro. I mean, can I get a drumstick? Can I get a drumstick?
Right, it's a late night. It's a late night situation, man. I've been at
I
all day
got you.
trying to figure out this stock market and it drive me crazy, man. I'm like, this stock
Okay.
market wrecking a brother, man. So I'm like, hey, either way it goes, you know, like you said, when you get to that point where, okay, where are the younger brothers? I'm talking about really young, because we over here, I'm in the 60s. So where are the 20s and 30 year? We know, you know, through this little sector, as you say, in terms of YouTube, a few of them that try and may not have a lot of support by, you know, the councils, somebody like ourselves. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, it might be a disconnect there. Also, it's just so much. Like you said, there's so much, there's so little input. It's like, man, as much as I sit here and try to, you know, build content for that, you know, so that somebody can even go back and look at it and say, okay, yeah, I could have used that. I really enjoyed that, you know, that ounce of information. So yeah, man. But I see you, like you said, you wanted to stay on topic in regards to this unity, this disconnect of unity, perhaps. I'm not sure if that's exactly it, but
So
you know, like you said,
it's along that line, bro. And before you continue, let me say this: only men's allowed on this panel tonight. Only men's allowed on this panel tonight. You go ahead, bro.
yeah. So you know, yeah, it's real, man. That whole, like they say, you know, that critical race thing. You know, when it comes to like Juneteenth being a holiday, and I might
Mm-hmm.
not be trying. I'm not trying to get off the topic, but it is identity politics. What is it worth? Is it worth anything? Perhaps so. You know, because we got the
Yeah.
fourth coming up. So do you celebrate the fourth still? Are you
Right.
ununifying yourself with men in general, or
Yeah.
the American men that really identified there, and we got a separate identity now. It's like, okay, now you got, here's your liberty. This is when your Independence Day came along. So
Right.
it goes there. So do that take away from, like you say, the deeper person, that deeper reflection within everybody that everybody has as an individual? Like you say, if you
Mm-hmm.
poor, it's okay, man. Come on, you know, you ain't got to be rich. If you know, if you're sick, it's okay. Come on, man. You know, we might have some remedy for that. Like you said, if you got that thing, you know, or whatever. You understand? It's something that we shouldn't be able to tackle as men. It's something that we, men and women, for sure, but in particular, men, really. I mean, we losing. It doesn't look good when the sisters and the children come down, like they say, the children are looking. You know, the women are
Mm-hmm.
looking. What they looking at? They looking at us. They looking at the men. They like, you know, maybe that's being done away slowly but surely. I don't know, because everybody's talking about this gynocracy. You know how, you know, it's more women centric in terms of that identity thing again. Okay, so now it's like, okay, let's focus on women issues. You know, which is okay. You know, it's okay to have that conversation, like you said, but perhaps and it's getting a lot of conversation in the democracy for certain. But what happens in the meantime? Okay, so you can go back into into the archives and get all the information you need in terms of how things were done, and it certainly was. I think I cut my thing off. It certainly was the flip side of the democracy, whatever that would be, representing men particularly. In terms of centricism, being centric on that. So it does require, like you said, a little bit more diversity, but like you said, for the sake of building, for the sake of archive, for the sake of information, it's important that you build these kind of instances, identifying, not so much identifying again, but just being reflective, for everybody that falls into this particular, conversation. I would say that lifestyle. And I know, I'm not sure if any Gentile brothers, like I call them, white folks, brothers would pop on and off or not, but I know it tends to be, a race thing, which is unfortunate. That's just what it is until it gets to that all inclusion, till we get to that point where, yeah, it could be certainly a thing about men and about women and about children. Everybody got their own lane and it's working. Right now, it's not working. Like I said, it's division, it's chaos, it's women against men, it's men and fighting. Nobody getting along with their families. It really is ugly. Like you say, it's almost like they say big brother, the government, they love to see families. They can't make no money, or businesses can't make no money with unity. Families that are doing, taking care of business. They got to have this disruption for it to happen. That's probably why, you can put a lot of real estate on, just being, just, I'm trying to get the word to say just only men. We ain't saying only men, We're not saying only women. We're not just saying it just for the children, because it's too much. Identify that do seek after the children, that seek after all of that, with their
You froze up, bro. You might have to come back. Oh.
illusion.
Can't hear you.
I see my files, I see everything. I think I'm on Wi-Fi for certain. I can switch that on. Hey, JT, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you.
Yeah, so I might have lost it here. So this is what I need to do, JT. I need to go out and come back in.
No problem. I'm here.
But I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave this on. But I'm gonna come over here because I was gonna enter on a computer because I gotta close that up. That's what I was saying. I was trying to get things situated, but I think my Bluetooth is dead.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, so it sounds like it's back, but I know it's weak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. I knew my battery's weak too, so that's why I was, like I said, I'm trying to finish. I didn't want to burn nothing.
Yeah.
Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
I'll be here. All right.
Give me 2 minutes, and I'll be right back with you, bro.
Got you.
Okay.
Got it. All right. Yo, that's my brother, big brother, Nehemiah Israel. He be back in 2 minutes and stuff. Welcome to my channel. Down and Ready Dark is yours truly. The #1 GRINDA. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the biz. All right. All right. Let me mute his mic because making no noise here. Yeah, so again, let me see something. There we go right here. So let me do the shout out. Shout out to Sheila. Shout out to Joy. Two beautiful women. All right. Thanks for the women. Cool Jits. I don't know you leave or not, but if you here, put a comment in the chat. Then my Israel is on the panel. Let me see what else. 1SP in the building. Thank you, brother, for appreciate that. LT man, thank you. Thank you so much. Chi-Town in the house. Chi-Town in the building. Thanks for coming. Anybody else? Eyes love to talk. Thank you. Hope you're still here. Brother Go Professor, thanks for coming. Appreciate that. The other Ray J, I don't know how to say you, but I appreciate that. Hope you're still here. If you come back, let me know you want the link. Again, this is only for men. Only for men. Right? Until he come back, let me keep on talking. And also, I hear there's women that do not want men leadership. But you're still talking down low feminist notations and develop. Oh, hold on. Let me get something away. All right, bro.
Okay.
You have to get the other one out the way.
Yeah. Can you disconnect me?
Let me see. I call him. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I guess. Yeah, you good.
Okay, because like you were saying, it ain't no joke, this technology either, where
Yeah.
you say that work you be doing, like you say, making sure, building your brand and all of that. Like I said, it is just that. We are, like you say, are in markets, and we losing the war, man, the battle, man. We on bottom because we ain't doing what we supposed to be doing in terms of coming together, building businesses, coming together, building these communities, doing what we need to be doing, especially like I say, like you said, one of the rougher weekends to try to get through, man, especially here in Chicago. Man, everybody's talking about, man, that police ain't nowhere to be found. And we just hoping the fertilities don't get up there. Like you say, that self-hate, brothers killing brothers, man. It's real like that. That's why it's real necessary, man, to have that, especially when you get where we at, you got to really be in a giving. You really got to give it away at this point. I think that's what it's all about. If you make it to where we at, it's about giving back. It really is about, heading up companies and communities and churches and, that guidership that's needed. Yeah, man. So you didn't have any incident that made you come to this, point where you feel you need to put it out there, this build out there, did you?
No, it's just been festering for a long time, and every time I want to get to talk about it, it seemed like I was doing other things. I guess part of it wasn't time. What's time consumed, but I feel it's time. But it's been festering for a minute. What I've been seeing, you know. And then I know people gonna say, "Hey, you talk for yourself." No, I'm talking for other brothers too. You know, it's not about me, but I
Yeah,
know, but I know what I'm talking about. I'm telling the truth. I know I am.
that's the point. That's what it's all about. It's about being authentic. You know, sharing your truths. Share. Your experience, strength, and hope. That's what it boils down to. And that's what unity brings out. I'm trying to find. I think my battery. I think my. I'm sitting up here, man. Everything's going out. A
Mm,
doggone. It was going out early because what I did is I set up all these other. I got this trading thing going on, so I set up all these doggone
mm.
screens. I got this 3 screen system, and I'm neglecting my old operation. So I'm trying to locate my battery right quick to change this doggone. But I don't know what I did. I moved so much stuff around, JT. So that's what I
Mm.
had. I moved so much stuff around. I broke down my old operation from a
Mhm,
hutch. So I got a little shelf system now and a
mhm.
computer system, and I'm not sure what I did with my batteries. See, I think one battery is a triple A and one is a double A. So yeah, here's a triple A I can use for now. A double A rather. Hold on.
Mhm.
Cause oh, there we go. I gotta figure out which back goes for. I think this is it here.
Yeah, so we got brother Nehemiah Israel. He been day one from the beginning. See him in the flesh, and he also do things for our community. You know, so we need to respect that. We need to respect his existence. A lot more men in the space should respect his existence too. It's not about like again. It's not about that y'all think it's about y'all. It's not about y'all. It's a bigger picture.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back good now. Yeah, I think
All right. Good night, Sheila.
your sound. It looked like your sound went out for a second.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but yeah. Okay. Well. Um, yeah. I think that whole, outlier, a person that, feel they got to blaze their own trail. And it's like I remember, as an older guy, I mean, I've always, I got a pretty big family. Like I said, a bunch of brothers predominantly. So it might be second nature for me to be, you know, and being one of the older brothers, probably second nature for me to, be really concerned with. Uh, I hate to say that I'm misogynist, meaning that
Mm-hmm.
it's not the right use of your manhood. It's like they say that one song, domineering but not loving and guiding and caring. You know, uh, in that sense, where you know, what do you think it is would be the predominant thought in a person's head? If it's just money, maybe if it's just money that takes away, that creates this disunity. You think that because I heard you speak on it, uh, and I know it is, but I would ask what would be your, because I heard you speak on it, but I didn't hear you go into it. The economic impact in terms of a person, you know, in this space, as you say, in this space, and what part? what part do it say? It says why some may feel is all about them. So you think it's self, what's that word for selfishness?
Yeah,
Uh
I think it's self-selfishness.
in turn that but yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I guess yeah. Because I mean, what's your take on selfishness in economics? Why would somebody
It-
be hoarding the blessings? If you write, like you said, to know that your blessing comes
but, but
from
all right. But see, this is my thing. I'm gonna get to your answer. See, this is my thing, brother. And I want other men to understand. I'm not trying. I'm not checking your pockets. But the point is that if y'all gonna talk about the brotherhood, I'm talking about especially black men too, but I'm talking about especially as black men. If you're talking about serving the brotherhood, and I repeat it again that I say in this slide tonight, you gotta serve the masses. You cannot just serve just the ones that you already know. You just cannot look down on the one. Oh yeah, they not successful. You know. Oh they not doing. How do you know that? How do you know they made an impact in the community? Maybe it don't have to be financial. It could be a certain communication. Maybe there's some brothers that there are some brothers out here that are trying to do what's right and everything, and where they at is no resources. But what I see, they want to get resources, the ones they already have, and the ones suffering, but they want to stick their finger in there and say, yeah, look at you, look at you. They don't promote the brotherhood. There are some brothers don't think brotherhood don't exist. I can't blame them for that. But what I'm saying, especially as me and OG and working towards being an elder, I have to understand that it's my obligations to help. And I cannot pay attention what society saying. But I know the black man is much more attacked. It hasn't been attacked in the past. Yeah, they've still been attacked in the past, but it's attacked now too. And they figure that it in, they well off and everything, they cannot be touched. That's not true. And so when they gonna say, "Oh, they want to talk about the brotherhood," now I understand. No, you never understood. You refuse to understand until something happened to you. I'm don't think about yeah, true. You gotta have self value yourself. You gotta work on yourself. There's no ifs or buts about it. But when you get yourself together, when you start receiving blessings, you should have an obligation to help others. Like the ones in the past. They done it. There's a blueprint out there. We don't have to follow every viewpoint it is, but we can take a little here, a little here. They are examples out there, bro. That's
yeah.
all I'm
That's why
saying.
I asked. Yeah, and so I can dig the like you said. I'm not checking your pockets on your blessing, but then I also understand that parable whereby, okay, we're gonna take it from that person that ain't using it and giving it to the person that's using it. So that whole, them coming together, to do some work, that's cool too, you know. Uh, and I think if we're not checking the person pocket that getting it, well, like you said, it's a blessing thing too that comes with that. It's like uh, so. Because what I'm trying to get at is the underdog, the person that ain't doing, they ain't pulling their weight. They not contributing, and that, like you keep saying, masses, masses, masses. It's the masses, man. The masses. So I would
I would, like I said, is it money that causes this mental aberration? Because I think I seen this one meme with Stephen A. Smith. Is that his name? Stephen E. Smith, whatever. And he said that I serve my bosses. I get up to make my bosses money every day, and then I try to figure out how to get some of that money for myself, which is kind of crazy to me. I'm like, wow, okay, that's truly a I don't know if it's gratitude. It's almost sound like subservient to white supremacy, if you would. It's like, okay, because that's who you work for, bro.
Right.
And you put it out there like that, like you trying to serve. And I don't think he falling for that whole white supremacist thing, just like none of us should fall for it. That's why the whole impetus is that no, we respected white boys' existence too. We respected Chinese men existence too. We respected all the other identities existence as well. We're not falling for that trap, like you said back in the day, where it's the man's fault. No, we got to pull our bootstraps up and speak to one another and show up one another and be and help one another. Yeah, it's for everybody, but particularly, stepping up the game with people that look so bad. I mean, man, it really looks bad on the brothers, man, when, like you said, if you had those topics where it's a bunch of shock, or current topics, like you say, you tend to really do a good job in building your brand and staying in your lane because, like you said, you'll talk about food, you'll talk about boxing, music, and those things from a topic-centric way versus, just following the flow of, something that, like you said, it could go there real quick. It's just sort of like a shell game. Okay, it's like they arguing about Bill Cosby being released. He said, "What is that?" They said, "Well, it's really about they trying to get your mind, or they trying to give you another caveat so they can let one of them real pedophiles go, or like Harvey Weinstein." I've heard a whole lot of different things. And I'm like, wow, is it the brother that powerful? Where the system has to do that kind of stuff in this day and time? Really, in this day and time, it is what it is. Because this man is, I'm not sure if he's a billionaire, but he definitely, they were just talking about he's still 50 rich. They felt that was one of the reasons they were trying to lock him up in the first place. But now he was an outlier. How many brothers were that rich? Or black men? Like you say, we ain't checking his pockets, but are you on the Brotherhood? Do you identify in a certain way? Because I had one of the women up there that I seen he was charged with white. I was like, wow, something going on, something there. Is he just colorblind? Or this whole Brotherhood colorblind where, we making noise and nobody's listening? We don't hear anything y'all saying anyway. And not that we speaking to the folk, to them people anyway. We speaking to one another, like you said. That's what it should be. It should be the fact that we speaking to one another to deal with life as one another. That's what I like to do.
Yeah. And so I feel that maybe you didn't hear this, but because you came a little late, but we are not diverse enough. We not. We don't talk about sport, the importance of sports. There's a brother named Big Duke. His channel is Fourth Quarter Talk. He is the fit. He actually trained people. Trained people. I'm talking about trained people. He even trained celebrities. He even trained college, trained groups of people, and comes up here and talk about fitness, nutrition, and stuff. We don't embrace that. And we got a brother in here, he right here in the space.
I think I
And
heard is that the brothers you and DS1 was talking to the other day. He said he was a nutritionist, health and nutritionist guy.
I think so.
Well, it wasn't a sport channel. It wasn't a sports show. It was a show you had. Maybe
No, it was somebody else, but he be on that channel. It was somebody else.
Okay.
He knows you talking about Bruce Goes. He had the nutrition for a long time too. You talking about Bruce Goes, but the brother I'm talking about, he be on his channel. Yeah, that's no one. We don't want to engage.
Yeah, I'm greasing on this, but I had a banana, black blueberry, and peaches smoothie. I'm able to drink half of it, but then I wanted to, get something fulfilling because this weekend I know I'm be moving around pretty heavy, and I don't tend to eat too much when I'm moving really heavy. So I'm trying to get something a little bit more. I don't know. I mean, in my mind, I mean, I got certified as a health and nutritionist coach.
Well, you should talk about it more then. In the future, we want to hear that.
I got certified, and I believe in the proof. I believe, living in life versus just talking it. I'm like, how can a guy that's 400 pounds gonna tell me anything about health and nutrition for real? And there are some people that have that knowledge, but just don't have the lifestyle. They can tell you all about it, but man, they sitting there puffing on the square, and like I said, eating fried chicken, and it's not that you can't eat fried chicken. It's just it's hard to bring it across in a positive way as a health and nutrition coach. Something that like even a fitness guy, even not to say that you, like you say, you can't be diverse. You can't eat a little fried chicken every now and then, and drink the smoothies. Like I said, the smoothies, I had that earlier. So I right now, if I'm gonna do anything in the latter part of my life, and I feel I've done a lot, already, for what it's worth, and I do want to. I really did real estate real well one while. I want to get back to that game, which is finance. That's what I got my degrees in. I got degrees in finance and business. So that's what I'm talking about. But at this stage, health is everything to me, man. I'm like, I didn't realize getting, these ages, how important it is. It's like, it really is important to be able to, do your dailies, man. You're getting your activities in. Because you find the lifestyle we live in, we just sitting up, eating. Especially this pandemic, everybody was, locked in, or they just had to, only thing they could do was eat and go to the store and shop and come home and go eat some more. All the gyms were closed, all life as we knew it, all that took a backseat to just being, sedentary. Now that it's opened back up, trying to reignite those things in this stage where I'm at, it's real like that, because like I said, I was knocking it down, for a minute, a good couple of years, and trying to get back there, like I said, but now I'm also probably, motivated for this finance in terms of this trading, because I really got all these screens up and trying to, just because I want to move around. I want to start moving around the country. Maybe I'm gonna pop over there. Are you still in Virginia, or are you back and forth?
No, I'm in Virginia.
Yeah. I'm start moving around. I don't need to be as sedentary or stationary as I needed to be over the years. So I want to start traveling and
Mm-hmm.
You can do that, sustain yourself with the
Yeah.
right finances.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like.
And help. You gotta have your help. 'Cause you ain't
Yeah,
going to
yeah, yeah. I would like for you to come more often to talk about the finance and health, and then you
yeah,
invite people. You know, we got to do that more. I don't mind doing that. I like to have I like to have conversation about finance and health and everything. And I think that like sometimes that there are some brothers that, to be honest, you know, they want to get in. You know, they want to get in. You know, business, but some brothers just don't have the money. You know, they just don't have it. So we have to find an alternative way to get there. Because my thing, I want to travel too. I do. I want to. If I want to pick up and go somewhere, you know what I mean. I want to pick up and go. I don't want to be like, worry about the house and everything, the bills and everything. You cannot. I don't want to do that. I just want to be. To tell the truth, I just want to be content. I just want to live content. I just want to live just comfortably. So, like I said, if I want to go, I want to go. I can plan and go. You know, and that's all right. We should want to plan and go. You know, but there are some people they fail to see that. You know, oh, you know, you should do it. Well, you do. You get the same. I don't get the same opportunities you do. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a little time. You got to pay bills. So I people understand. You got to pay bills. You got to do other things. So there are some brothers do not have the option at times to really travel, or they really want to. And so that's the conversation that we had to have. There are some brothers that refuse to have. So that's when like to find a certain resources that we could have. And then how about the brothers that's on disability? What about them? You know, that could probably can get around and stuff like that. And so there's quite a few conversations that we have to have as men, but especially black men, that we actually see other men that other races is that I'm not gonna say they have these conversations, but they do look out for them. And so
oh, they have them, bro. They have them to the degree. Well, like I said, they have it in a cohesive way. You know, like you said, they got the crippled, blind, and crazy crew over there doing what they do, and they happen to
mhm,
be white folk. They happen to be European, German, but they wrote the book. They done did the study. We got the same potential. We have the same sources, but putting it together, making it happen. I think the guys over there the other day were talking about it. Saying, what do we need? And he said, well, we need to put flyers. I think I'm not sure if you're okay with brand. You know, I'll be talking about guys, a lot of YouTubers, and there's one guy, 10 toes down. We're talking to a guy, and
mhm,
said, what are we gonna do about the black community? And there's one guy, he said he did that today or something like that. So they had that conversation today. Uh, Dude was saying, well, we need flyers, this and that. And I said, wow, that's kind of dated. Like you said, it's kind of, this is how we did it. We have put together some tremendous things in this country. I mean, like you said, why these people, we've done it all. Why these people are culture vultures? They come and take everything that we have. And so it boils down to uh, it, it becomes I want to say spiritual at that point, but a lot of people misconstrue spiritual and thinking is excludes materialism, like you said. It excludes. No, we ain't checking your pocket. We need economics. Like I say, money answer all things. We need that money,
yeah,
But it's a way. It has its purpose. So that's why I asked about people being drawn away from their constitution with money, being
mhm,
drawn away from their constitution with money. And
mhm,
I'm like, nah, man, all that's there. Like I said, it never works out if you just all about money. I mean,
mhm,
so you got to, like you said, be a little more diverse. You got to have some health in there. You got to have some culture. You got to have some tradition. You got to
mhm,
have some psychology. You got to have a whole lot more. So
mhm.
all that and technology, man. This thing is so new that I'm like, man, I wish it was around when I was around. Like I said, I'm like that cat passing
Right.
flyers in the neighborhood to get the word out. But man, you got with this technology, just turn it on. Like you say, they see you, they don't engage. That's called defenestration, right? They don't want to lose their position with their
Yeah.
spouse, with their job, with their, whatever. They don't want to be radical, if you would. They don't want to have that conversation because America ain't having that conversation right now. A lot of people, but a lot are. And that's all I think that's necessary, that you engage, put it out there, and let it be what it's gonna be. You know. So like you say, you plant the seed, this man will come and water it. You know. You ain't worried about planting the seed and watering it and harvesting and all that. Man, it's bigger than that. Like you said, it's much bigger than just what we talking about or what we can do.
Right.
You know, it's a whole. That's why I say it's spiritual. It's
Yeah.
spiritual. It's spiritual in that, uh, and I wouldn't even go to say, digital, as much as that's the new word, digitality. Everything is digital evolution. Everything is digital. So that's what we're able to do. We're able to, build these businesses and stuff around digital assets, digital non-fungible tokens and bitcoins and cryptocurrency and cosmic currency, all this other, stuff that, like you said, these cats running around here, we don't think they ain't working, but they influencer and ballers, they get money out of thin air. They got hundreds of thousands of dollars from, a digital creation, a content, or something of that sort. And like you say, get drawn away from the mission. They've been drawn away from, they lose, what was the title it said? Why? That's the question, is why? That's the question. You pose the question, you say, why some meal feel it's all about them? And if it's because I got a nice hat, if it's because I got a nice set of shoes, or, all these things that would probably want to shine the light on me, all eyes on me kind of thing, bro, that humility, man, it was something I picked up 30 years ago. Like, I had all that at 30. I was like that young brother Polite said, I gotta have it so I can give it away. I gotta have it so I don't have that desire no more. I'm like, that's what y'all need to do. Listen to the message, not the messenger. So it's there. The information is there. And yeah, man. I know what you're saying. But trust and believe, bro. You the number one grinder for real, man. And the rewards are spirits, I imagine. I wouldn't look for the reward in a contemporary way.
Right.
I like to say that the reward, called most in this digital space, once they get serious, like you say, it takes time to learn how to put a picture up with this. It takes time to make these commercials, these intros and outros. It takes time to network. It takes an effort. And that right there, I appreciate, because I watch you do that. I watch you get it out the mud, as they say. I watch.
Yeah, I had a brother that, made intros, you know what I mean? And that's a blessing, because he said, yo, you gotta have an intro, you gotta have some, to spice it up, be professional, you know what I mean? And I'm very appreciative, you know what I mean? Because that's God's blessing right there. So that means that, that's good. And I acknowledge the brother. And I really appreciate that. I really do. Little stuff helps along. But these brothers, they don't. Majority of them. I'm not saying all of them, but majority of them, they don't.
Like you say, they don't short up one another. It's like they get it. You got to get yours like I got mine. I'm like, why is that? When I stand on your shoulder and reach higher, and the next man reach higher and higher and higher, that's what it's all about. It's about uplifting. It's about growth, as you say. In your commercial, was the last word or the central theme of it was growth. Like you said, you got to grow. You know.
Yeah. I think that's very important that we have to understand it. But I think the thing is that they have to understand they got to change the mindset too. And we got to learn to work together. And this is a long term. This is not short term. But there are some brothers, probably, it's not their upbringing. You know what I mean? Or they be around people that, forget about that person. What you need to be around this. And sometimes we gotta listen. We gotta listen to the traps. We gotta see the traps of what it is. Because of course society never want black people to work together anyway, especially the black man,
Right. You gotta say that part. You gotta say that part, JT. You gotta, like I said, if you point the finger at somebody else, you got 3 pointing back at you and 1 at the Lord, right? So you really gotta take responsibility for that. That's all I hear when you say unity. Unity is about us program and a we program. There ain't no I in there at all.
Yeah, so I think that as for me getting older, I know for me, I have to realize wherever direct blessings that I get, especially for myself, and it flourishes to me to be more successful. I have to understand I gotta trying to get some to help others too. Now, if they don't accept that, hey, that's on them. But at least I know I'm there. The opportunity is there. And then some brothers gotta understand you just cannot give up half opportunities. You gotta give, you cannot give. See, God gave you a blessing, a whole blessing. You just cannot go and give another person half a blessing because that don't make no sense. You shouldn't give them the blessing at all. So again, I just want us men, especially us as black men, to do better. And we gotta understand that we all in this together, despite we be thinking what we don't. If there's someone that is not about the brotherhood, yes. Those are the ones we stay away, yes. But at the same time, that they are brothers in here are doing the work. And we need to acknowledge that and need to encourage them to keep on going. And so you don't have to have a lot of money to have some money to understand the next black man that to succeed. You don't have to have, I got a degree, but I'm not going to respect him because he's not where I'm at right now, or he's not speaking the way I speak. That is, at the end of the day, that's still a black man. You got to respect his black man sister because he here on this earth.
Yeah, we got a lot of educated fools, brother. We got a lot of popos that want to walk around and drink, and wear gators and drink, the good stuff. They really missing their spiritual, they person. Like you said, they stuck on that I-ism. They stuck on, not realizing who they are. Like you said, your success is not the next man's success. So you said it's got to be personal. And success is not about money. Success is about, like you say, growth.
Mm-hmm.
It really is about, growing, that charity, that love, all those things. It's a lot in there. It's not as simple as we make it to be, because if it was, everybody be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's real work.
Yeah, and see, and sometimes we get to a certain thing that that person ain't doing nothing. Look at you. You don't know what that person doing. That's like I said, that's part of his purpose. You got other purpose out there. You gotta get to know a person. I don't want to be around people that gonna have the same conversation, and you just play. You just want to compete who talks better, or want to compete who got the best data, who got the best service. I can't deal with nobody like that because it's not serving me nothing.
Yeah, it's teamwork. It's not ball hogs. Pass the ball around. Let the next man get some shine. That's really
No.
what it's all about. It's about the teamwork. And, and,
Yeah.
and you hear the argument saying that, okay, well, is our team more blessed than the next team? You know how, like I say, you can get off into the big league, it changes. It ain't about the game no more. It's about politics. It's about economics. It's about all these other things. So they start missing the point of the game. Especially like the young folk when they play the game. I seen brother George making his team lost the other day. He said he tried to tell the young folks. He say, "Come here, man. It ain't about you win or lose. It's how you play the game, guys." See, so that's the truth of the matter. But we fall so far away from that, and not that it's called adultery, but to me, that's what adultery truly is. They want to usurp themselves up above. They think that they made it. Like you say, the old man, 100 years old, you can't tell me nothing. No, brother, you better get humble at 100 and try to. Hopefully, you can learn something because there will be that day. If you'd like to be that 100 will be just like a baby, man. When you really start talking about, existentialism, and when you start talking about uh, eternity, when you start talking about all those things, it's not corporate. It really is spiritual. I like to believe. That's just me.
Yeah, it is about spiritual
I, I,
because
I don't beat nobody up about their faith. If they think that money is what it is, I'm like, knock yourself out.
because people accept they want to replace greed, money, and necessity than spirituality. That's never going to work. Spiritual. This is how I put it. I mean, you can tell me how you put it. The wage right now for me is spirituality, culture, and social. That's how I operate. Because I have to understand that to understand the high being, I have to understand he made it happen. High being made it happen. Then our culture. So I have to understand that the ones that come before us, they the one help us to get where we at right now. Then the social, that means that we have to understand each other. We have to understand and work together and whatever mission that our ancestors had given us to keep on building. So that means the social that deals with the family, how we work together, develop opportunities to make sure that us as black people.
So that's what I was getting at. That whole, group think, which is not good. You do need to have your own, like you said, I'm gonna say it the way I said, or you said the way you said. When you said that, that was respecting me and respecting yourself. Saying,
Mhm.
look, bro, I'm not discounting you, but I need to say what I'm saying. That's what unity is. They think it's different. They think that everybody should think a certain way or be
No,
a certain way. That's what you said. Got to get away from that.
gotta get away from that.
Got to get away from that. You a certain way. No, you are not. Uh, like brother Glenn Lowry, and you might hear me talk about him all the time. Glenn Lowry and that boy John McWhorter. They're two university professors. They always consider themselves the black guys that blocking head because uh, the white boys ain't talking about it. So they bring that conversation to the table, that race, that brotherhood, that what it is to them. You know, you can get something from it if you got Lamont Hill and all the other doctors, like you said. These are the money brothers. But then they losing because they say, "Hold it, man, how we gonna be? How you gonna predetermine what we gonna do as black men? Oh, we got to." be this. Oh, we got to be that. No, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
They could be what the fuck they want to be, just like you can. You know, if you really pay attention. But if you buy into that story that this black man, his test scores are not going to be as good as this man. This black man is, an athlete and not an intellectual. A bunch of garbage. A bunch of garbage. You've already categorized a person that could be anything, and that's why we have to be careful when we say identity, group. Like you said, we could say it's a crisis going on with us, black men. It's a crisis in that, we having those labels put on us that we can't think critical, we can't reflect, we can't be loving, we can't build, we're not intellectuals, all these other, anti-labels. We anti everything that I spoke of. And 9 times out of 10, you come get it, and that's exactly where it comes from. It comes from a premoral people, as they call it, or people that's been around a minute. You understand? That just happen to be of color. I would like to believe. I say even if they change the books and the traditions, I believe that. I believe that is some manipulation simply because we like you say, we manipulate ourselves, So I know that's a fact. I know that, ain't no people, ain't no way in the world. I'm like, no, I ain't none of that. I am not going to be that, what y'all think I am. And especially, like you said, my own folk going to tell me that. I'm like, no, I'm not that either. For sure. You understand? I'm the best thing that ever walked this planet, point blank, period. And all my brothers need to know that. And all their neighbors, like they say, love thy neighbor as thyself. All of them need to know that. Everybody need to hear from me that you the best thing since sliced bread. Anything short of that, hey, can't work with it. It's definitely not personal, but it's the one-on-one kind of thing, one of many, one to many. One, we all are one, but it's like one to everybody. That's how technology works. You understand how this computer able to talk to everybody on the planet right now if it was so set up. You like you said, if the masses were plugged in, you know what I'm saying? It's one to many. That's why I say, get your grind on, JT. Keep it up, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So that's it for you for the night?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm almost. I done got down to my last wing, and you know how
man, you make me hungry,
how,
bro.
hey, hold up. You know how black men they eat, they go to sleep, they lazy.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, shit, it's time to take a nap.
Okay, I got you. So say your last remarks and stay right there. I'm gonna say my last remarks and we're gonna close it out together. Say your last remarks, please, bro.
Yeah, okay. So in regards to why brothers will feel that it's about themselves, I would agree that it is about you, but it's one to many. It's you to the world. Just let your let this particular bill for my brother, inspired by my brother JT, be a little bit of edging on and encouragement to correct yourself if you out of pocket. That's all.
All right, thank you. Hey, stay right there. The thing is that let me say the title again. Why some men feel it's all about them instead of the rest of the brotherhood. And we gotta get it go. Everything what we say and Big Bro Israel's here is about us too. We gotta have self accountability. We have to make sound decisions and to understand that we all we got. Like I said, the last of when I put my band up there, we all we got. And like going by what the brother said, I hope it's an inspiration. I hope that it makes you change your way, change your mindset, change your ways. And like I shared this again, and so to me, it's all about this for me. It's all about spirituality, culture, and social. That's for me. If that's gonna be an inspiration for y'all, so be it. Let it be. But let it be known that we still got ways to go as men, and especially black men and us as a people. And we understand that we got to keep on working together, especially us as black men, because the hunt is on to make us non-existent. And we have to protect our young black boys. That is very important. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. Yes, I am. The best of the business. With my brother Nehemiah Israel, peace to you and your family. Please put wherever you travel again. Please be safe to your destination or in the house. All right. If you're going to travel, hopefully you travel in groups, or if not, travel safely. Take every precaution that you need. Take every precaution because the climate out there is crazy, and we want all y'all to be safe. So again, until next time, this one is Ghost.